everybody, welcome to day 15 of Vlogmas. I've had a good morning so far. I have edited, I am exporting, I have done the thumbnail, and now, it's not even 11:15 yet. I'm on a roll today. So I've got everything done vlog-wise pretty much for yesterday's vlog. However it works, still haven't got my head around it. So that's all done, ready to go. But now I need to go and open my advent calendar and probably have some breakfast too. I've had a coffee, which was most welcome this morning, and I have just sent off all of your CDs. They have just been collected, so thank you very much to everybody that ordered those. I don't know when the last collection dates are, but if you want to get hold of them, you better do it soon. I think one of the things that I do need to do today is my Azure sweater. That's a load of crap. One of the things I need to do today is my Yule sweater. I'm wearing my Azure sweater, so I need to make a good bit of progress on the sleeve today. It's kind of annoying because when I'm feeling productive, I want to get on with things that I've been meaning to do for some time. But whatever it is that I do that's getting things done, it's not great content. And that's one of the harsh realities of doing Vlogmas. Hello? I can hear you lurking outside my door.
I've got an early Christmas present for you.
What? Is it a plant pot? It's wool! Oh my word! Thank you.
Well, it was kind of an accident because because I ordered that colour. I've already got it.
So what?
So I thought you might like it.
Is this a woolly knit?
Yeah.
I've never
British wool.
worked with this. So this is a yarn to cone. It's nicely wrapped, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah.
Is that how a woolly knit wrap it?
Yes.
Yeah. It's just the yarn to cone, 100% pure new wool.
It's coming up very grey on the screen. It's more blue.
Yeah.
Doesn't pick up.
It's not far off.
It's a bit more blue than that, really.
Wow.
It's called Summer Storm, and it's their 4-ply.
4-ply, 500
British,
gram.
100% British wool.
Wow.
I think it's 500 grams, yeah, so you can either use it as 4-ply or just double it up for DK.
There's the information inside there. Wow.
Do you like it? Do you want
I do, yeah.
keep it?
It's yarn. Of course I'll keep it. It's 100% wool.
I thought that looks really similar to that really lovely other cone that I've got.
Typical, isn't it?
So,
Thank you very, very much. I was just saying about how I need to knit today.
yeah, but you've got a Yule to finish because
That's
I
what
think
I mean.
someone in one of your comments said about a Yule duel.
You're going to win. You're on the second sleeve.
Yeah, but I've got, other stuff to do.
So have I.
Yeah.
By the way, because I haven't said it for a few days, but my vlog's exported.
I thought you were going to say that you loved me.
Don't be ridiculous. No, but thank you very much for the wool.
You're welcome.
Very, very happy with that. I've always wanted to work with this as well.
It's really nice. When you knit with it straight off the cone, obviously, it's a bit like the JC Rennie that I'm using at the moment. It kind of it doesn't look so neat, but once you wash it and block it, it really blooms nicely. So
Well, Jamieson's is a little bit like that as well, but it's because it's a thin spin, 100% natural
yeah,
wool.
it's very similar to Jameson's. Obviously Jameson's is Shetland.
Yes.
I don't quite know exactly what the content is. It just says 100% pure wool.
British
wool, so I imagine
Pure
it's
wool.
probably a bit of a mixture.
Yeah.
It's definitely not merino.
No.
But it's still soft.
Absolutely. So what can you make with a cone?
A jumper.
That's a jumper.
Yeah.
All of that. So I could
No, not even all of that would be a jumper.
be a very thin jumper though, wouldn't it?
It's 4-ply, same as what you're using now.
Yeah, it's colour work, so it feels
Or you can
thicker.
double it up.
It wouldn't make a jumper though, would it?
No, but if you've got another colour or another one, I mean, I've got another one, but you can make a lot out of it.
Mum brought me a jumper.
I mean, if you think of my Yule sweater and I'm using that Jameson's cone and it barely looks touched.
That was really clever for picking your main colour as a Jameson's cone.
Well, it was only because when I worked out buying the balls, it was actually going to be more expensive than buying a cone at the time. I think they've raised their prices a little bit since then.
I think I need to actually order some more Jamesons. But so I'll probably need to do that today if I want it before Christmas.
You probably do. You think you're going to run out? The blue you're going to run out of.
I'm thinking of just getting one of
but
each.
I was going to check in my stash because I've got some odd balls of Jamesons. So we're going to check because I might have a couple of those colours.
Okay. Then maybe we have a look through them, and then if not, I order some today.
Yeah, and some of the ones I've got haven't got labels anymore, so you need to do it in good daylight so you can see if it is the same.
Do it this afternoon, shall we?
Yeah, okay. Anyway.
Cool. Thank
Gotta
you.
run.
Just came bearing gifts.
Yeah.
Also, this jumper looks ridiculous with this t-shirt, doesn't it?
It does. The neck's a bit baggy.
I think I need to pick up the stitches at some point, but I haven't got any more yarn for it. It works for some things.
It did because the shirt you were wearing the other day it worked really well with, but it's just a baggy slab. It was your first jumper.
It's crap.
I don't think I even know what my first jumper was.
What are you wearing today?
I am wearing the Astraeus by Megan Reagan, and the blue is ink, and the grey is Mercury. I think there's little flecks in it. I don't know if you can see that.
There's little purples and reds and
little spots in the.
Where's the yarn from?
This is Spectrum Fibre.
Wow.
Based in Brighton. So yeah, it's just merino. So it does bobble a wee bit.
It's got a lovely shine to it though. It's got that merino-y. It's
beautifully dyed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, going.
Yeah. So, I need to knit.
Yeah, because Papa's going to be here shortly. Yeah.
Well, hey. Bye. Thank you, Mother Christmas. Well, that was unexpected. That was really sweet of her. I need to work on my Yule sweater today. I need to get a good amount done, and then that way, will it be done by Christmas? I don't know. But I do feel a bit ridiculous wearing this now that I can see it. It's because my t-shirt keeps riding up as well, which isn't helping. You know what? It's coming up. I will put another jumper on shortly. Yes. I will do some more web design work and things like that and research. That might be this evening that I start doing more of that. Also going to be getting the final bits ready because tomorrow I'm doing a performance of this Mama's Play that we've been rehearsing. And the Morris will be there as well. So I will be going through stuff for that. Be it music, be it the actual script work, be it promotional stuff, organisational stuff. Yeah, lots of things that I need to do. Right, let's go and have some food or something. Hi everyone, it's me again. Oh dear, it's 8 o'clock in the evening and there's 3 things that I have to do tonight. The first of which is the advent calendar. So let's do that now. Also, sorry about the lights. Yeah. Right, so day 15 is here. We got a star on the front there. And we have... Oh, it's always so difficult to do. Come on. Come on. It is... Why am I struggling so much? There we go. We have Blackjack Sweet. Very nice. The second thing that I need to do is today's Christmas questions. So, let's roll the music. Welcome to today's special of Christmas questions. So, we have had quite a few. Very, very grateful for those. Thank you very, very much. We're going to be answering 5 today. 5 questions. Because I do have things that I need to do. So, I have taken the screenshots. And the first one that we have is this one right here. Hello, from Ethenwick. 8608. Hello to you. Thank you for being a subscriber too. Means a lot. You have a question. You do indeed. And that is, did you swatch for your Yule sweater for gauge and for colour combinations? If so, did you swatch in the round? Yes, yes, yes. I'm terrible at swatching, but very inspired to knit this sweater after watching your progress. Excited to see it completed for Christmas. Thank you very much for your comment. I am too. Honestly, I don't know if it's going to be done by Christmas, but I'm working very hard on it. I've got a good bit done so far today, and I'm going to be doing more later on today as well. But I did swatch. I did do it for gauge and for colour combinations. And yes, you do it in the round because it's stranded colour work. Otherwise, you have to purl and carry it around the front, and it's just not... No, just do it in the round. Cut the yarn afterwards, it's fine. So, there you go. Question answered. Knit this sweater. Make it as your whip for next Christmas, starting as of Boxing Day. There we go. Our next question comes from Ash Oakthorn 369. Hello to you. Thank you also for being a subscriber. This is going well. Also, I do know that some people have subscribed, but their subscriptions aren't public, so that's fine. But if I can see that you're a subscriber, thank you for being a subscriber. Do you have any advice for someone who wants to try fair isle knitting for the first time? Yes, I do. I have 3 tips for you. Number 1, don't knit too tight. Number 2, don't knit too loose. Now, I know that those 2 may seem obvious, but by that I mean not only the stitch tension, but also the tension of the yarn going around the back of the needles as you carry the floats across. Don't pull it tight. Don't leave it hanging. Just keep it so that it's flat against it, and if in doubt, just give it a little pull. And you should be able to get a little bit of ease out of it, but not to the point where you pull it all the way open and the stitches don't. Number 3, use woolly wool. And by that I mean don't necessarily go straight into using superwash merino based yarns and that sort of thing, because actually it's the grip of the wool that makes it easier to work with. Like, I wouldn't recommend doing it for the first time with cotton or yak or anything like that. But if you can use like 100% wool, something with a long staple length as well is always handy. But I would say use a woolly wool, and also that way when you block it, because blocking fair isle knitting is the most satisfying thing in the world, because when you block it, it all goes and it all fluffs up and it's incredible. So yeah, not too tight, not too loose, woolly wool. Before we go on to the next question, I would like to say I am starting to come down with a little bit of a cold. I thought I was past it, but I'm not. And I have to perform tomorrow, so I need to sit. Question number 3 for today is from Tomate Did What? There is your comment. Christmas greetings to you too. I hope that this comment finds you well and having an excellent day. I'm snotty, but I'm great, thank you. I'm doing very, very well. And I've had a wonderful day, which you have seen. Is there a chance that I can, as a novice player, get my guitar to credibly play medieval music, or would I require a different instrument? Cool video. thank you very much for your comment. Thank you for saying it's a cool video. I think it is too, but I also get quite fed up with my own videos. I'm not going to lie, once I post it, I'd never watch it again. Yes, you can. Absolutely. However, medieval music is quite a grey area, because it's kind of typically defined as from 450 AD to the either 14 or 1500, depending on who you ask, which is when the Renaissance period kind of kicks in, and it became a lot more artistic, and which isn't saying medieval music isn't artistic. That's not what I mean, as in art, Renaissance art. You get me. You can absolutely play medieval music credibly on guitar. One thing I find with medieval music and early music as a whole is that quite often it's the arrangements and accompaniments that make it sound medieval. If you were looking at sort of 14 to 1500s and that sort of early Renaissance, but not going into the classical sort of side of stuff and verging into, you know, the Baroque era and all of that sort of stuff, and you're staying firmly before that, there is a fantastic collection. Well, actually, there's several brilliant collections. One I would recommend, I will find the exact title of it because I have a copy. I'm just loading up one of my databasing softwares where I have recorded everything I own. Let's just search for that. The English Dancing Master by John Playford. It's also known as Plain and Easy Rules for the Dancing of Country Dances with the Tune to Each Dance. There is a wonderful book which is a facsimile reprint of the original edition of 1651 with an introduction, bibliography and notes by Margaret Dean Smith FSA. Now, this book is great because not only is it one of the earliest sort of reliable sources that we have for traditional tunes and dance tunes and music as a whole from around the British Isles, but it's the thing that's really good about it is that that's when it was collected, 1651. They've obviously been around since before then because they weren't composed for this published work. The version I have is a reprint from 1957. I do not have the original. That one day maybe. I think it cost me about £25, and it is a book that is all facsimile reprints, so in terms of reading the music, it's quite difficult to pick out because it's written in early notation. It is quite difficult to kind of read, but the whole thing has been digitised. There are copies of it online as well. But I would just go to that, pick out what your melody is, figure that out, and then learn to accompany that. But to do that in a medieval style is a very subjective area. Listen to other ones, look at how certain notes are harmonised and how the orchestration, how the other instruments move around that. You can make it credible. And if people tell you otherwise, then send them to me because I did ethnomusicology. Ha! Righty-ho. Our next question at Emily-1979. Hello, Emily. I'm assuming your name is Emily. You look like a pretty cool cat. Hey, see what I did there because of that. Anyway, thanks for a fun Vlogmas. You're very welcome. So fun seeing what you get up to each day in your Yule Sweater journey. Again, thank you. Can we see some side-by-sides of yours and your mum's? Maybe a dueling sweaters segment as Christmas approaches. Definitely. Mum's doing so well with hers, and I'm just really trying to catch up. If it was all vanilla knitting, I could have done a sleeve today, but it's Farewell. Farewell takes quite a bit longer. But we will definitely be comparing them. Christmas question. Have you travelled outside of Great Britain? What countries have you been to? And your favourite vacation? I have travelled outside of Great Britain. I haven't travelled much outside of Great Britain, but I have been to France several times, and I've been to Belgium, and I've been to the Republic of Ireland, but again, it depends on whether it's United Kingdom, British Isles, Great Britain. Yeah, been to Southern Ireland as well, which I loved. They are also the countries that I've been to. I have been into Scotland and into Wales and stuff like that as well, but they're obviously part of Great Britain. Favourite vacation? Oh, favourite vacation. I haven't really been on many vacations as such, because most of my holidays are generally also working. Well, most of my holidays have been work as well. So that would be going to festivals, and I'm working one day, but then I get 4 days of enjoying festivals around the country. So I love Scotland, really, really love Scotland. I've really enjoyed all the times that I've gone there, and I love the people. I love Scotland. But for me, one of my favourite places to go is to a tiny little farm in North Yorkshire that I go to twice a year, and that is my favourite thing ever. So there we go. There are actually 4 questions that episode. That is the end of Christmas questions for today. Let's just quickly roll the outro music. Oh dear. And yeah, so I'm going to do one other thing on video today, which I'm going to do in just a second. And I need to do some repairs on my melodeon. So I thought I would show you what the inside of one looks like. It's not damaged, but from playing and the angle that I play this instrument, you can wear away at a very, very small area of the bellows. And because I also wear belts quite often, it can catch every now and then and have a tiny, tiny little hole, which I could just put some tape on, be done with it. Which I'm going to do, but I'm going to do it from the inside. So that way it's not visible, and yeah. So I'm going to do that very quickly and show you just how easy it can be to rebuild an instrument, or repair an instrument. I'm not rebuilding this. Right, let me go and get it. Alrighty. I don't know if I'm going to need my full-on toolkit, but I have a small one that lives in my bag, because quite often I've had to do repairs in a pub beer garden, or on a bar, or in a field, or in a tent. So yes, it's just the way it is sometimes. But what I need to do is I need to find the problem, which you can see where it's all ruffled up a bit in there. There's a tiny little hole there as well. And that is what we're going to be fixing. First things first, it's the right hand end that needs to come out first. So what I do is prise that out. I would normally be doing this with like cloths and things. We'll use a sleeve. There we go. 1. I wouldn't recommend doing this while wearing your favourite knitwear. There's a very high chance that you will knacker it. 2, 3, and 4. So in theory now, what happens is if I grab the 2 ends and pull, it comes apart. And you can see that it's all just held together with screws, and you can take everything out. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put that there for now. Obviously now, none of the buttons work because there isn't any air to push it through, but I can put it here. You can almost get a sound out of it. I have located the problem area. It appears to be slightly worse than I initially thought. We do not fret. Electrical tape. This has saved me many times. I used to have, well, I still have an old German, it's called a Hohner Erika. There was a time where this instrument was held entirely, it was held together entirely out of duct tape. Bit of electrical tape, never hurt anyone. All of my instruments have got some form of tape in them, whether that's duct tape or electrical tape. But this is interesting. We're just going to wing it. See what happens. Let's be sneaky here. Let's use some tweezers to guide that in. Nowhere near. Oh dear. Oh, there's actually a few. There we go. Job done. I'll put a little bit on the outside as well. It's all at the back. Nobody's going to see this. But because they're made of paper and cloth, they're actually quite fragile. Squeeze that in. I could have lined it up a bit better though, couldn't I? You know what? I'm not too precious about it. We'll line this bit up at least. I think that's done. Put a couple of these in just to make sure. Now when I pick it up, it shouldn't fall open. I need all the pins in. Get in. There we go. Right. Don't really know what I'm doing now. Now that this is all fixed and everything, you can kind of see where it is. Doesn't bother me. But now that it's all done, I'm going to end the vlog here because I'm going to upload this footage to my laptop, start making a dent in the edit, and then I'm going to go and eat, and then I'm going to go and knit, and then I'm going to go and chill out, and then I'm going to go to bed and get ready for tomorrow morning. So, if you've enjoyed, give this video a like. Thank you everybody that does, it means a lot and it helps me out too, so thank you. If you haven't already, subscribe. You get told when I'm next going to upload a video or when I next upload a video. And that will make you really happy, I promise. And yeah, leave your Christmas questions down below and I will do my best to get it answered in the next video, but the more that come in, gets competitive, but the more that you put, the more chances there are because there's more questions. Leave your comments below. And I will see you tomorrow with the next day of Vlogmas. Thank you for watching everyone. See you in the morning. Right, now to put all of this stuff back. It's a nightmare.